brother. Ben, as you and the Super Carlin friends know, I am a lover of bagels. In fact, I have this poster of myself hanging in my professional office of business. Yeah, people do think it's weird. But today, Ben, I shall not be speaking about bagels. I shall instead be speaking about their sugary cousin, the donut. I'm actually going to open with my question today, Ben, because I think it is one of the most important questions I have ever come across. One that requires very deep thought, and so I would appreciate you taking your time with your answer. Would you rather have 100 donuts for $1 or one $100 donut? I'll give you a second to think about it. Leave your answer down in the towel section below. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. In fact, I'll make a positive face for you to think at. I feel like right out of the gate, there's an obvious answer. 100 donuts for $1? Heck yes. Why would I pay $100 for a single donut when I could get 99 more for $99 less? But that of course brings up the question, why would you pay $100 for a single donut? Why is that donut $100? Did children die making this donut? Will it make me live longer? Was it made with unicorn blood? How good must this donut be to be priced $100? Ben, what's crazy is that I made this question up, but I'm really starting to wonder what the real life answer is. What was I thinking, 100 donuts for $1? How am I even gonna eat 100 donuts? I bet I couldn't even give away 100 donuts. And how good could they even be if they only cost a penny each? But here's the real question. Why am I assuming the $100 donut is going to be so good and the penny donut so bad? Even if there was no difference between the two, I bet your enjoyment of the $100 donut would be greater than that of the penny donut. As long as you didn't know there was actually no difference. Because at the outrageous price of $100 a donut, you're no longer just buying a pastry. You're buying the experience of eating the $100 donut. But this goes way deeper than donuts. I mean, this principle applies to basically anything. It seems like an obvious enough strategy if you're producing a product to price it a little bit cheaper than your competitor. I mean, they do basically the same thing, but yours is cheaper. Why on earth would someone pay more for something that does the same thing? But that's where you have to be careful, because if you go too low, your product might seem like it's of lesser value and therefore not as good. In fact, you might be better off charging more for your product, even if it actually isn't as good. But back to donuts. Ben, I'm gonna tell you right now that unless that donut was actually made out of gold and unicorn blood, you should not spend your money on it. Have you ever had a Dunkin' Donut? Because they're like 50 cents and they taste amazing. So even if you can make a better donut, I doubt you can make a donut that is $99 better. But here's the dangerous thing. I bet a lot of you, even after just being posed that question, were considering the $100 donut, and that's without any marketing or promotion behind it. What if I only made one of those donuts a week? What if I told you it was a giant donut? What if I told you if you finished it in under 2 minutes, you could get the whole donut for free? Even if 1 in 10 people could do it, I would still make $900 on 10 pastries. And something about that just doesn't feel fair. And I bet you guys do this all the time at the grocery store. I mean, do you ever buy off-brand Oreos or Dr. K instead of Dr. Pepper? Basically the same thing, and yet you pay more. Dear Oreo and Dr. Pepper, I'm just kidding. Nothing is the same as you. You are amazing. Watches and sunglasses are particularly bad offenders. Do Ray-Bans really look that much cooler? Does Rolex really keep better time? Maybe it does, but I doubt it keeps $25,000 worth of better time. Oh, I want that watch. Medicine, that's a tough one. Will the store brand ibuprofen work as well as the Advil? Are you going to gamble your health and pain on that? This stuff is just fascinating to me. Who knows how much we're being manipulated? Ben, my question for you and everyone else, in addition to the would you rather, is what would you expect on or from a donut that you would actually pay $100 for? Let me know down in the towel section below, and I will see you in another life, brother. But back to donut. But back to donuts. But back to donuts. Back to donuts. Back to donuts. Gold and unicorn blood made out of unicorn. Back to donuts. Unless that donut